Good morning, we're Greg and Carol. We're going to talk to you a little bit about gardening today. There are so many pretty plants, and I always look at people's gardens and I'm like, I don't know how you do that. One, I never thought I had a green thumb, but recently I started doing more gardening. I have noticed there's a few things, because plants can be expensive. There's a few things. Sometimes you'll have a friend who they have a really large plant and it needs to be separated, meaning it's getting to be too large for where it is. And you can, if they propagate it and they take it out and separate it out into smaller ones. I had a daisy that I didn't want. My daughter took it and she got 12 plants out of it. So she was real happy about that. So if they're going to be propagating anything, you can say, could I have a little piece of that? And then you can plant it in your yard. Also, if you get a plant like at Home Depot or Walmart or wherever, and it's a good size one, plant it the first year. And then the second year, now you have to make sure you do it during the right season. Some plants, they're all seasonal. So some plants, it works better to do this in the spring, some in the summer, and some in the fall. But what you're going to do is let it take root and get used to the soil and everything for the first year. And then the second year, you're going to dig it up and separate it. And you can see when you look down at it, some plants that are really good at this, the daisies, but irises, what is that other plant I have? Irises are really good. My daughter just got one, and you can look down, and I counted a dozen in that one. But since she just bought it, she's going to plant it first, let it get acclimated, and then she's going to separate it out. And you don't have to, buy new all the time. Just use what you have. And here's another little helpful hint. If you go to Home Depot or Lowe's, go look in the back. Sometimes they have a tray of plants that are on their last leg, and they don't look like they're going to make it. A lot of them will make it if you just give them a little bit of water, a little bit of fertilizer, and a good soil. So get you a bag of dirt, the potting soil, and bring that home. And you can get these plants for $1 or $2 sometimes, but they're really cheap. And just bring them back to health. And sometimes they're the strongest plants that you have. So I always thought I would just enjoy everybody else's garden as I drove by, because I never thought I could have a garden of my own that looked nice. But that's not true. And yeah, there's going to be a few plants that are not going to make it, but that's true, because I just bought some berry bushes, and one of those isn't going to make it. So it doesn't necessarily mean if it's on the reduced rack it won't make it, because on the full price rack they don't all make it. So you always just look for the healthiest and give them some love, and they'll come back and you'll have a beautiful garden. That's my tip for today. Bye.